You think your transparency is a virtue. It's not. It's a leash. By letting them know you, you've handed them the blueprints to your destruction. They don't respect your honesty. They use it to map your limits. You are a predictable machine in a world of predators. Stop being an open book. Let's look at the strings. Pay attention. This is the only warning you'll get.
The average person is terrified of silence. To them, a pause is a social failure. They feel the itch to speak, to explain, to justify. You will learn to love that itch. When you encounter a question, don't rush to answer. It's the lifeblood of dominance. In any interaction, the person who speaks the most is the one surrendering the most leverage. Every word you utter is a data point, a coordinate, a map of your boundaries. Why would you give that away for free? The void is not about being quiet. It is about becoming an enigma. When you withhold your reaction, you force the other person to project their own reality onto you. They will look at your blank face and see their own insecurities reflected back. If they are lying, they will over-explain to cover the gap. If they are afraid, they will babble to seek your approval. You are not just standing there. You are harvesting. You are the architect of a psychological trap, and they are walking into it because they cannot stand the pressure of the unknown. Consider the optics. A man who talks constantly is seen as a subordinate seeking validation. A man who says nothing is seen as a threat. The hierarchy is established not by who speaks loudest, but by who has the discipline to remain unreadable. You are denying them the subtext they need to manipulate you. You are becoming a ghost in their machine. Humans are narrative-building machines. We cannot stand a story without an ending or a face without an emotion. When you present the void, you aren't just being silent, you are presenting a mirror. Observe the room. When you refuse to react to a provocation, the aggressor doesn't see nothing. They see whatever they are most afraid of. An insecure rival will look at your silence and see cold judgment. A guilty subordinate will see your stillness, a brewing storm of consequences. They are doing your work for you. In the absence of data, the human mind defaults to its own internal hierarchy of fears. This is the ultimate leverage. You don't need to interrogate them. You don't need to master the art of the gotcha question. You only need to hold the line of the void. Watch as they start to fidget. Watch as they adjust their tie, check their phone, or laugh nervously at a joke no one made. They are leaking. Their subtext is spilling out onto the floor of your observatory. By remaining unreadable, you force them to fill the space with their own secrets just to bridge the gap. They will tell you their plans, their weaknesses, and their alliances, all because they want to make sure we're on the same page. But you aren't on their page. You aren't even in their book. You are the architect of their discomfort. You are the stillness that precedes the collapse of their composure. Let them speak. Let them reveal. Let them bury themselves in the very silence they find so unbearable.
Your face is a map. To the untrained eye, it's just skin and muscle. To a strategist, it's a scoreboard. Every twitch of the lip, every widening of the pupils is a signal of your internal state. Most people are leaking their intentions before they even open their mouths. You must kill the social smile. That reflexive grin you offer when you're nervous, it's a submission signal. It's you begging for the room to like you. The architect doesn't care about being liked.
He cares about being dominant. Mastering the weaponized poker face means neutralizing your optics. It starts with the brow. Keep it still. Tension in the forehead reveals stress. A furrowed brow reveals confusion. You want neither. Your eyes should be steady, not a death stare, but a calm, predatory focus. When someone speaks to you, do not nod like a puppet. Nodding is a form of agreement, a way of saying, "I understand, please continue." Instead, stop giving them permission to continue. Watch their micro-expressions while you remain frozen. Are their eyes darting to the door? Are they biting their lower lip? This is the subtext of their reality. By denying them your own data, you force them to focus entirely on their own performance. They will begin to feel like they are performing for a statue. And statues don't offer mercy. This is how you become the architect of the room's tension. You are not a participant. You are the environment. The void begins at the hairline and ends at the jaw. Lock it down. In the rhythm of social warfare, timing is everything. Most people are on autopilot. They speak, you respond. It's a ping-pong match of predictable energy. The brain seeks a pattern, a cadence that feels safe. Break the rhythm. When someone asks you a question, especially a high-stakes one, do not answer immediately. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. That silence is a physical weight. During those 3 seconds, do not look away. Maintain the void. The other person's brain will interpret this delay as you processing information they didn't realize they gave you. They will think, did I say too much? Does he know something I don't? Instead, this is where they break. Most people cannot handle the vacuum of a 3-second delay. They will try to fill it. They'll offer a clarification you didn't ask for. They'll soften their stance. They'll backtrack. What I meant was, or of course, that's just one perspective. By the time you actually speak, you aren't just answering a question. You are responding to a weakened, compromised version of their original thought. You have gained leverage without exerting a single ounce of effort. This is the subtext of power. The pause signals that you are the one who determines the pace of the interaction. You are not being interrogated. You are the one conducting the audit. In the hierarchy of the room, the person who can tolerate the silence the longest is the one who holds the keys. Silence is the ultimate weapon of the architect. It costs nothing to use, yet it buys you everything. Practice the delay. Watch the sweat. Enjoy the panic.
Absolute silence is a fortress, but eventually people will try to scale the walls. If you are 100% unreadable 100% of the time, they will label you as suspicious or robotic. They will put their guard up. Don't let them. Give them a decoy. The master architect knows that to protect the core, you must offer a sacrifice. This is the mirage of vulnerability. You reveal a weakness that isn't a weakness at all. You share a secret that has no tactical value. You give them a pebble so they stop looking for the mountain. Admit to a minor mistake. Complain about a trivial frustration. Share a personal anecdote that sounds intimate but reveals nothing of your true strategy. This creates the optics of transparency. It makes them feel safe. They think, I finally see him. He's human after all. They are wrong. While they are busy dissecting the fake data you fed them, you are maintaining the void around your real intentions. This is weaponized honesty. It's the ultimate leverage. By controlling what they think they know, you control their perception of the hierarchy.
They walk away thinking they have the upper hand. They think they've read you. In reality, they are just holding a script you wrote for them. You remain the ghost in the room, watching them react to a version of you that doesn't exist. Let them have their win. You keep the power. Most people enter a room and immediately look for their place in the hierarchy. They look for where they belong. They seek out eyes to meet, hands to shake, and chairs to fill. They are searching for safety in numbers. You do not belong. You inhabit. The void is not just internal, it is spatial. When you enter a space, do not rush to the center. The center is for those who need to be seen, the performers, the jesters, the desperate. The architect chooses the periphery or the anchor positions. You want the seat that allows for the greatest field of observation with the least amount of exposure. This is social geometry. When you sit, sit still. No fidgeting with pens, no shifting your weight, no crossing and uncrossing your legs. Every unnecessary movement is a leak of nervous energy, a signal to the predators that you are uneasy. By maintaining physical stillness while others are in a state of kinetic chaos, you become the fixed point. You become the center of gravity. Observe. People will naturally orient their bodies toward you. Even if they are speaking to someone else, their feet will point in your direction. They will glance at you, searching for a micro-expression, the very data you are withholding. This creates a psychological tether. Even in total silence, the optics suggest the room is waiting for your sanction. You are controlling the flow of the room's energy by simply refusing to participate in its desperation. You are the eye of the storm. The subtext is clear. You have the most leverage because you are the only one who doesn't need to move to feel secure. You aren't just in the room. You are the one defining it. The modern world is obsessed with authenticity. They tell you that being real is a virtue, that vulnerability is a strength. This is the ultimate propaganda of the weak. In the laboratory of human behavior, transparency is not a strength, it is a security breach. Vulnerability is a target. When you share your traumas, your fears, or your authentic struggles, you aren't building a bridge, you are handing the predator a list of your pressure points. You are showing them exactly where to press when they need you to fold. The cult of transparency wants you to be predictable, manageable, and soft. The architect does not have a true self for public consumption. Every time you feel the urge to vent or be heard, you are suffering from a lapse in discipline. You are trading your long-term leverage for a moment of short-term emotional relief. It is a submissive trade. In the hierarchy of power, the one who needs to be understood is always subordinate to the one who understands. By remaining in the void, you deny them the data of your soul. You are not a puzzle to be solved. You are a fortress with no gate. When people try to use radical honesty to bait you into revealing yourself, recognize it for what it is, a social engineering tactic. They want to map your boundaries so they can eventually cross them. Let them call you cold. Let them call you distant. Those are the labels the herd uses for anyone they cannot control. Your optics should be a polished, impenetrable surface. No cracks, no entry points. Stay hidden in plain sight. The session is concluding. You walked into this observatory as a piece on someone else's board. You were reactive, transparent, and desperate for validation. You were a map waiting to be read and a target waiting to be hit. That version of you is dead. From this moment, you are the void. You are no longer a participant in the social game. You are the one defining the gravity of the room. When they look at you, they will find no entry points, no levers to pull, no handles to turn. They will talk because they are afraid of the silence you've mastered. They will offer concessions because they cannot map your intent. You have secured the ultimate leverage, the power of the unknown. You have moved from the person being played to the architect of the play itself. The world loves to be loud. Let them be loud. You be the silence that swallows them. Go back out there. Don't blink. Don't explain. Don't react. Stay unreadable. Stay dangerous. The game is yours because now they have no idea who is playing it.